Hey people, Positive Paul. Saturday, September 2nd, 2023. And how would this alien invasion convince the global population that there, there may be a concern of their health, welfare, and safety? How would this, how would they be able to convince us? Because because I'm an American, even though I'm not there, they ran me out of the United States. I would love to be able to sit down and chat with some of you that are up there in the United States, because I know people do get it, but maybe they don't want to take the necessary steps to inform their fellow citizens on whether or not this alien invasion is going to be real, how it might occur, even just how would you approach the conversation. So, with me, most of you understand that I'm an extreme case in the information that I've presented over the years. So let's say one of these nasty reptilians, all right, with their buddies, these gray aliens, all of a sudden they show up in mass. Now, when I'm saying mass, you have to realize if we just, for sake of argument's sake, folks, and just bear with me, for Christ's sake, if you can, that if there's at least probably 150 million, maybe more adults that can physically stand up, look these aliens in the eye, and ask them, hey, what's your deal? Huh? You know? Yeah. Are you here to be a pest to annoy us, or are you going to help us? How would these aliens? There would need to be double of them, right? Let's say let's talk nuts and bolts. What we know for a fact. If there's a couple billion Chinese people, a lot of males, and let's just say they throw at a billion Chinese at us. All right, you got 1 billion coming, landing on the East Coast, another billion on the West Coast, and I don't know who would oppose this. Maybe a patriot, I'm not sure. We would hope, or a militia, or maybe one of these white supremacists, right, folks? Or who knows? How many people could they muster together to oppose this? So take this analogy and ask yourself, when the aliens do come, because this is the external existential threat that will bring mankind together, and they'll put aside their differences, how many Draco would need to show up? How many gray aliens? And then what about the rest of them? Because there's supposed to be some good ones out there, right? The Orions, the Palladians. How many of them would need to show up on the scene to convince you, Mr. and Mrs. America, waving your flag, enjoying what may be one of your last summers of freedom before you have to put your muzzle back on and take your medicine like a good little boy and girl? Well, I highly doubt this is going to happen. And what they do is they have these tall tales, these what were really good campfire stories, and they'll continue on social media. And if Hollywood can have all these special effects in their movies, can they make some of these things occur up in the sky and somehow convince people that the Martians are coming and they're abducting some of our best and brightest and then wiping their memories so they've got no clue? these are the things that we still ponder upon. So anyway, folks, that's my, I guess, off the cuff, unedited take on this upcoming alien invasion. And I'll be looking forward to it.